It's a little too wet to be working on the greenhouse. It's starting to come together. Think in a week or so we ought to be able to put plastic on it, if the weather cooperates. Hi, it is Wednesday, January 6th. Welcome back to the garden. It is a drizzly, dreary afternoon. So what do? You plant. Come on, let's plant. Now, we didn't have to cover the coal frame last night. We're not going to have to cover it again tonight. We've got spinach and bok choy sprouting. We're just coming off a couple 60-degree days. Last night was warm enough we didn't even have to cover up the coal frames. Our whole point behind the coal frame is to extend the growing season. Now, in the spring and summer, what's the best time to plant? On a drizzly day. Today's a drizzly day, so let's see if that will work. This is going to be a little experiment. I've got a plastic tub. We're going to do a mini version of the square foot garden. And we're going to put in some cold hardy crops, and we'll see what we get. Now, I may be foolhardy, and we may lose a few seeds, but I think it's a pretty nice experiment. So the same thing, we just pull the mulch back a little bit. Do the same thing, just pull that mulch back until you get down to bare soil. We're going to use some of this to bank that back up. Okay, there's our border line, right around here. Let's just divide this up into some quadrants. Alright, now I'm going to have to try some kohlrabi. Just put a couple seeds in each hole. Soil contact. Do one set of cauliflower. Obviously these holes are just finger deep. Last batch of cabbage I planted, the slugs got. So let's try cabbage again. I'm only doing a couple seeds in each one in a couple spots. So if we lose some, we'll be all right. We're also going to try a little broccoli. I'm using the square foot gardening method, except I'm going to do a half a foot. So we're doing about 6 inches. And just put a little soil contact. Since Riley dug up the last batch of carrots, we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get a few growing right here. Just a little soil contact, and this soil is good and moist. All right, now I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of mulch back over the top of these. Not much, just a little bit. So far we've done pretty good with the spinach and the bok choy. Now the stuff that I planted today are brassicas. Brassicas are cold weather crops. They should do just fine. Now we're going to use this tub sitting right here. And I'll have to get some weight on it so it doesn't blow over. But this is going to act as a mini greenhouse. Like I say, we'll see what we get. And we're just going to go ahead and put some mulch back up around this, just to help insulate it for right now. And if this works, we've got a method to grow stuff on a smaller scale in a smaller area in the middle of winter. Got a little cilantro going on. We don't have to cover that. That's really cold hardy. Swiss chard still chugging away. Kale doing just fine. Now if that works, and I have no reason to think it won't, that'll give us another way to extend the growing season. We're just trying to increase the growing time by just a few days. Potatoes are scheduled to go in less than 40 days right now. It would be pretty nice if we can get some cauliflower and broccoli going a little early. We're going to have the starts from the house ready to go in 40 days. If I can have some stuff in the garden already growing, we're going to be a little ahead of the game. I mean, it's already January 6th. By the middle of February, we'll have the potatoes in, and by the beginning of March, I'll have all the mulch down. Well, I think we still have things growing where I want to spread mulch. My layout this year is going to work around whatever we have growing. It's going to be a little patchwork, but that's what makes it fun. Yes, we need to plan a little bit. But we also have to be a little flexible. It is farming after all. And you never know what you're going to get. I do intend to have the greenhouse up and going. Thank you for stopping by the garden this afternoon, entertaining my experiment. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.